Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the another lecture of Air and Atmosphere. Myself, Suman Singh. So, in the last lecture, we had learned about the greenhouse effect, inert gases, dust particle, and water vapor and carbon dioxide. Right. So, in this class, we will learn about the air quality. So, when we talk about the air quality, so what is this air quality? Air quality, when we talk about, we know that in air contains nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide and water vapor, right? And air also provide a good conditions and support for our living thing, for all the living things, okay? So but this normal composition of air, sometimes what happens that due to our human activities and human activity, especially human activities, due to human activities, this normal composition of air get disturbed, okay? As you can see here, it is also written, air provides good conditions and support for the living things, but the normal composition of air get disturbed due to the causes such as human activities like industrial gases, burning of fossil fuel and vehicles, etc. So how we humans are disturbing this air quality? By burning the fossil fuel, or by from the industry, whatever the so many industries are there, they used to release some poisonous gases into the atmosphere, or by or some or by from the vehicles, or from the thermal power plant, or so many activities are there with that, from that human activities, this air quality get disturbed, okay? And all these activities lead to what they leads to the release of unwanted particle into the nature, okay? Means what? The things which is not needed, or we can say that the air and the gases which is not needed, unwanted gases or particles has been released due to this activities, okay? And such substance, which we can say that the such substance which is polluting the gases, or we can say that which is polluting the air, is called pollutant, okay? as you can see as you can see, it is written, all these activities leads to the addition of unwanted particles to the natural air, which causes air pollution, and such substance, and the substances that causes that pollution is called pollutant, right? So pollutant is what? The undesirable or unwanted substance which is present in the air is called pollutant, okay? And how, from where this pollutant used to come? They used to come from the human activities, or from the human activities, okay? So now we will see type of pollutant. So there are so many type of pollutant, but some of them we will see. So when we talk about the type of pollutants, so pollutants may be solid, as you can see here, pollutant may be solid pollutant, liquid pollutant, or gaseous pollutant, okay? But when we talk about the air, the common air pollutant find in the common air pollutant which is found in our atmosphere is a fine particles, okay? Such as smoke, okay? Soot, dust, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, okay? And chlorofluorocarbon, CFC, okay? So these are the means what we can say, these are the common air pollutants which is found in the air, okay? So these air pollutants, one by one we will see. Pollutant, the fine particles. What is this fine particles? These are tiny particles, okay? Or we can say that these are tiny solid materials, okay? Suspended, these are solid materials, or we can say that the solid particles which is suspended in the air, okay? And this is also called particulates. So as you can see here, the tiny particles of solid materials suspended in the air is called particulate, okay? As we can say, these are very common particulate. Some of the, if we will see, some of the very common particulates are smoke, dust and soot particles. Okay, and this soot and smoke particles, from where it is produced? It is produced from the by the burning of fossil fuel, whatever the fossil fuel we are burning, either coal or petroleum, anything. At that time, when due to the burning of this coal and petroleum or wood, okay, at that time this smoke or soot particle used to come out. And what is the role of this soot particle? This soot particle, they carry a very small and what they used to do, they carry a very small particles which causes a respiratory problems like asthma and bronchitis. Okay, as you can see here, some of the very common particulates including smoke, dust and soot particle, and this soot and smoke are produced due to the burning of fossil fuel and wood, and they carry a small, very small particles which causes respiratory disease like asthma and bronchitis, etc. Right. So this was these are what these are this was about the particulates. Okay, and what more what we can say, the smoke, what is when we talk about the smoke, smoge, as you can see, smog, smoke. Okay, so what is this smoke? This smoke is nothing but when the smoke mixed with the fog. Okay, fog, you know, right? All of you know fog. When there's a smoke, smoke, when this smoke mixed with this fog, they used to form smoke. Okay, how we can say, they when this smoke mixed with, or we can say add with fog, they used to form what? Smog. Okay, they used to form smoke. Now this smoke, what is the disadvantages of this smoke? So this smoke, what is to do, they used to mixed with they, this smoke reduces the visibility. Okay, visibility, we know we can't see, and this visibility leads to road accidents and all. You have heard in the big cities like in Delhi and somewhere where there is a very heavy smoke is there, there the visibility become almost zero. What we can say, if the person is standing in a between at a distance of 2 foot or 3 foot from us, we cannot see that person. So in this case, the road accidents is a very it used to happen very often in the smoke. Okay, and when we talk about the smoke, this when we inhale this smoke, okay, the inhalation of these particulates of lead oxide releases by automobiles, the whatever the particulates matter which is released by this automobile, it also causes a brain damage in children. Okay, as you can see, inhalation of particulates of lead oxide released from by the automobile inhibits leads to the brain damage in children. Okay, and one more disease is silicosis. Okay, which is a disease of lung. It is also caused by this type of particulates. Okay, so this was about the fine particles. Okay, in we were talking about the particulates, and in these particulates, this was about fine particles. Now we will see about carbon monoxide, sorry. So when we talk about this carbon monoxide is what? It is a very deadly, colorless, odorless and toxic gases. Okay, and from where this carbon dioxide is, how this carbon dioxide is formed? This carbon dioxide is formed by the incomplete combustion. Okay, we can say that the incomplete combustion, whenever there is an incomplete combustion, that lead to the formation of carbon monoxide. As you can see, it is produced by the incomplete burning of various fossil fuel including coal, wood, charcoal, oil, kerosene, propane, etc. Okay, so how this carbon monoxide is formed? This carbon dioxide is formed by the incomplete combustion of fossil fuel, or it is or by the wood, or by the coal, charcoal or coal and petroleum, like this. Okay, so now when we talk about the main sources, what is the main sources from where this carbon monoxide used to come? That is the petrol vehicles. Okay, that petrol vehicles, from this petrol vehicles, carbon monoxide, the main sources of carbon monoxide is petrol vehicles. okay, in which are not fitted with a crystal converter. What is this crystal converter? This is a one type of purifier, we can say that. And this is a one type of purifier which used to purify the smoke which used to come out from the vehicle. Okay, now this carbon monoxide leads level in urban area are more due to the heavy traffic. Since in urban area, in urban area we will see the carbon presence of carbon monoxide in the air will be more, because in urban area you have also seen that in urban area the vehicles are more, that is why their carbon the level of carbon monoxide is more there. Okay, and other human made sources releasing in the releasing these gases are from the power station. Okay, from the power station also we are releasing this type of gases. Okay, now at domestic level, when we talk about this in a domestic level, uh, faulty gases appliances and cigarette smoking, these were faulty gases appliances and cigarette smoking are sufficient sources of release sufficient sources of carbon monoxide. Okay, when we talk when we see in a domestic level, in domestic level this faulty gas appliances and the cigarette smoking are the main sources of carbon dioxide in domestic level, at domestic level. Okay, and the natural process, when we talk about the natural process, natural process the production of this carbon monoxide is very less. Okay, we can say that very negligible amount of carbon monoxide is produced from the natural sources. All the major sources is just this one, human activities. With the human activities the percentage of this carbon and monoxide released in the atmosphere is more. Okay, and what happen when we inhale this carbon monoxide? So when we inhale this carbon monoxide in high concentration, what happens, it combine with the hemoglobin present in the blood. We all know that in our blood there is an hemoglobin. So in that hemoglobin this carbon monoxide will combine with that hemoglobin present in the blood to form a compound called carboxyhemoglobin. As you can see here, it is written, it form what? Carboxyhemoglobin. Okay, and what happened when this carboxyhemoglobin is formed? That lead at that time when this carboxyhemoglobin will form, this will lead to a reduce of oxygen carrying capacity in the blood. Means the in our blood the oxygen carrying capacity will be reduced because of this carboxyhemoglobin formed due to the inhalation of excessive amount, or we can say that high concentration of carbon monoxide. So when we inhale high concentration of carbon monoxide, what happened at that time, our this carbon monoxide combined with the blood, combined with the hemoglobin present in the blood, and with that when it combined with the hemoglobin present in the blood, it will form carboxyhemoglobin, and this will reduce the oxygen carrying capacity of the blood. Okay, and what we can say, it is also it has an hazardous effect on health, and that including it will cause headache, diarrhea, and sometimes it increases the risk of a chest pain for a person with a high heart disease. If any person is there who is suffering from a heart disease, they will, and if he inhale that carbon monoxide more, then he will suffer from a chest pain and all. Okay, as you can see, it is written, it has an hazardous effect on health that include headache, diarrhea, increased heart risks of chest pain for a person with the heart disease. Okay, so this was about the fine particles and carbon monoxide. So in the next keep up to this, in the next class we will see about the sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide and chlorofluorocarbon. Since you have exam, that is why I'm making a very short video. So keep up to this, in the next class we will discuss. Okay, till that, thank you.